Hi, Sly here. Today I thought I'd just take a walk out in the woods, look for some monarch caterpillars. We'll see if we can't rear them since the cecropia caterpillars didn't hatch. The eggs must not have been fertile, but we'll see what we can find. A lot of berries. Raspberries are ripe. It's the middle of July. The blackberries, they're small yet. They won't be ready for a month. But let's see what we can find. There we got one. Little guy. That's cool. Come on, focus. Well, we'll collect him. So here's a milkweed plant, and I look underneath to see if there's any eggs or caterpillars, and I think I found an egg or two. There's an egg. I know it's hard to focus on that. We'll pluck that. Put it in our little egg collection we got going here. We got quite a few eggs. There's a lot of monarch flying around. They laid, from what I'm told, 300 to 500 eggs. I believe there's a couple more on here. Yeah, they laid this one pretty heavy. We'll see what happens if they hatch. Cut them all off the leaves individually, all the eggs. A couple of them have 2 eggs because they were so close together. But I got a couple that are on the verge of hatching. They're turning black. But for the most part, the other ones, I'm sure they're all within a day or two of each other because they only take 72 hours to hatch. And we'll keep an eye on them and we'll transfer them to the leaves in the coop when they hatch. I cut the little piece around the egg from the leaf and I laid them on another leaf, a fresh leaf, so when they hatched, I collected these about 3 days ago, and most of them hatched. I got 100, I think I collected 117, and I don't know if this is an egg, but here's one that turned black. He's ready to hatch. There's a few more in here that are black, and there's actually a couple little caterpillars that hatched. I don't know if you can see that little micro guy right there. He's tiny. There's one on this side of the leaf. They're so small you almost need a magnifying glass. But there's 3. I had 5 on a leaf. After they hatched out and they crawled off their leaf, they ate their egg. And there's a couple underneath this side. There's actually 3 of them underneath here. She just doesn't want to focus. I'm going to say they're about, maybe those are about 3 millimeters long. This one here is a couple millimeters. Here's another one. That he's got to be a ½ inch long now. And this one I collected another day after that. These are all within a day or two with the eggs and stuff. This one's got to be He's about 1.25 inches. And I got this one yesterday. I was just out looking around to see if there was a bunch of eggs. I wasn't going to collect any more. Yeah. So far we had 90 eggs hatch, or 87 I think. So I ain't bad. I think they figured it out, like 3 to 10% of the eggs laid in the wild hatch out to adulthood or survive, which is small, but I learned that the monarchs lay between 300 and 500 eggs, so I guess that helps with the ratio. So we'll keep you updated on this and see how the little ones here turn out. They're growing. Pretty soon I'll have a coop full. Here are the Cecropia eggs. None of them hatched. They must have been infertile. It's kind of a shame. Kind of looking forward to having those things hatch out, and it would have been nice. But yeah, keep you updated. Put out try a weekly thing or something here and see how fast they grow and when they go into chrysalis and the hatching out. I did this one other year when my kids were smaller. Had to be 20. It was over 20 years ago. And I had 100. I collected during Father's Day. I collected the caterpillars, not the eggs. The eggs are a lot of work. But yeah, I think all but 5 out of 107 or 5 or something hatched. Half one day came out of chrysalis and half the next day, which was really neat how coordinated that was. And I kind of hung them on my daughter. I put them all over my daughter because they just kind of hang there for a while. After the wings were somewhat dry, they just crawl on you. And I had a picture of her. I can't find it. Of her covered in monarchs. It was pretty cool. She was just a little girl at the time, 3 or 4 years old. All right, we'll keep you updated.